What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Jeameave back again at Views from the Heart, and today I have a 2019 brand new 4th generation Hyundai Santa Fe, courtesy of South Bay Hyundai. Thank you so much to Jermaine for this opportunity, because this is the brand newest design. Like I said, it is the 4th generation, and this design started in 2019 for the 2019 model, and I think it's a rather very sexy design. I really like how this crossover SUV, whatever you want to call it, because if you may not have heard, the United States is transitioning to a SUV craze. So in a sense, these crossovers, these SUVs, these whatever you want to call them these days, family friendly, hauler type, family centric vehicles is what's popping in America. It's not your sedans, it's not your big trucks as much per se, it's more so these sort of vehicles. So is it packing enough to impress me? I don't know, but let's go ahead and find out. So what's this like driving a 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe? I have my guy Frank sitting with me shotgun. Once again, thank you so much to South Bay Hyundai for this opportunity. And like I said, this is something that the American population is trending towards, are these sort of crossover SUV vehicles, very family centric. And overall, I'm actually honestly very impressed by this vehicle. I think the design of it, the looks is very striking, it's very aggressive, and it's kind of a little bit more ironic to consider that it has such an aggressive design, but it's only packing a 185 horsepower dual overhead cam 2.4 liter naturally aspirated inline 4. It has, again, as I've mentioned, 185 horsepower with 178 pound-feet of torque. Base price starting is $26,000. This one in particular, the trim level is called the Limited. It is around $33,000 with options, and like I said, overall it's reasonably comfortable in here. Sound deadening is pretty nice, and like I said, have the air conditioning on. You know, both Frank and I are very comfortable in here. Most importantly, what I've seen is a major upgrade with Hyundai, at least in this vehicle. Again, this is a 2019 and this is the 4th generation of the Santa Fe, is both the interior and the exterior design aesthetics. I'm gonna keep reiterating that I feel like this is a very great looking vehicle, and the interior is actually very plush. You know, I think I can see decent return on value in here, and I think that's really good. It's actually have a leather wrap steering wheel. I'm honestly impressed. It's very comfortable in here, and it's just, I can see this being an excellent family choice as a family hauling type vehicle. So I'm going to give it a little pull here. Like I said, this is a naturally aspirated engine, and you know, surprisingly, considering the fact that it is only packing 185 horsepower, obviously I'm not gonna say it's fast, but it doesn't feel lacking at all, and I'm actually very surprised with that. I guess you can attribute that to the relatively low curb weight, especially for an SUV of only 3,700 pounds. So it's a little spunky. Like I said, I would feel like obviously more power would be much more enjoyable in here, because it has a great platform. You know, like I said, it weighs about 3,700 pounds. It is front wheel drive. I'm not a big fan of front wheel drive cars, but this is one of the first front wheel drive cars I've ever driven, and the driving dynamics just feels a little muted. But again, this is your friendly, affordable economy car. But again, I say that with only because of the fact that it is affordable. So like I said, this is a quick little overtake here, and see, that was smooth. And one of the biggest upgrades that Hyundai has done is include an 8-speed automatic in here. I think they've done a great job with the transmission in this vehicle. Honestly, I don't see why anyone would want to look elsewhere other than if you're looking for something that offered more horsepower. But if you're looking for something affordable and something that can get the job done and haul your kids, you know, something for your wife or your daughter or something like that, just as a starter vehicle, like I said, it has enough horsepower that I mean, there's enough horsepower in here that is safe. You know, if you can't control this car, you probably can't control a bicycle, to be honest. That's how easy and comfortable it is. I am in here, and like I said, overall, you know, I'm pleasantly impressed, and this is a great affordable vehicle that offers decent luxury amenities, a comfortable ride with great sound deadening. You know, overall, like I said, I have the AC on low, and I'm really comfortable in here. How do you feel in there, Frank?
Good.
It feel good? It feels good. Like, I like it. This is something that I can honestly see, like if I had a family, myself had some kids, and I was looking for something a little bit more affordable other than trying to chase a brand or flex for whatever reason. This is honestly a very good alternative. And like I said, it's still not the cheapest thing, but like I said, you get what you pay for. You go too cheap, you get horrible interior. And for me, one of the most important things when I look for a vehicle is how good is the interior. The interior to me is pretty much the most important thing when it comes to a vehicle, because where do you spend the most of your time? Inside the car. So whatever you touch, feel, sit down, and what have you, the steering wheel is all very important to me personally, because like again, the horsepower, you won't necessarily experience it all the time, but it is something that is obviously a good bonus. But overall, I would much rather a slower car than an extremely fast car with a comparably horrible interior. That's just me personally, because like I said, you sit, feel, and experience the interior daily. No matter what you do, you sit down and you experience it. You do everything in the interior. You don't, it's not like you're driving the car on top of the roof, so you control it from the inside. And overall, like again, like I said, there's ample room in the back. In the footage that you're seeing, the seat was all the way at maximum back length, and there was still ample room in the back for the backseat occupants. The tailgate is electronic lifted and assisted. The digital gauge cluster is very pleasing to the eye to look at. The infotainment system is touchscreen and it has buttons. And overall, like I said, it's very to the point. There's not an overload of buttons and there's not an overload of touchscreen. When you want to get to something, you just press the button, or you have the option of pressing the touchscreen. It's really that simple. I think this is Hyundai really designed this vehicle very well, because it's just to the point. It's simple, effective, and to the point. There's no fluff, there's no added unnecessary this or that. It's just, you get what you get and it works, and that's the most important thing to me. And like I said, this is a naturally aspirated engine, so you don't have much to worry about in terms of you know, reliability issues. And like I said, this is something that I think is enjoyable and would be enjoyable for a family-centric family. It's very easy to drive. Like I said, I'm literally the first time I'm ever driving this vehicle, and I'm very comfortable in here, and I feel comfortable both in terms of how I'm driving it and how it's translating feedback to me from the road. Again, this is not a sports car, and again, it's not fast, but overall it has a little spunk to it. You know, it's adequate, and I think that is the most appropriate word to describe at least when describing its driving dynamics. But overall, again, I really enjoy the interior. It's really nice in here, and I think this would not be a bad decision for anyone looking for something that can haul a family. And like I said, there's ample space everywhere in here, and there would be no such thing as buyer's remorse for me if you know what you're looking for and getting into when it comes to this vehicle, because what else could you possibly want? It offers everything you reasonably want in something that is affordable. Nice, decent interior, comfortable ride. What do you want? And then, you know, MPG is about 24 city, 28 highway. Again, it could be a little bit better, but again, this is naturally aspirated, so that's why it's not as up there as maybe more econobox centric vehicles. But overall, the design aesthetics in here is very pleasing. Like I said, I'm very impressed. I love the design cues and the design elements. I think this is one of the first Hyundai vehicles I could personally say that I really enjoy how it looks. I think it's a fantastic looking vehicle, and like again, it's kind of funny because it looks pretty aggressive to me in my opinion, but yet it's not necessarily obviously the fastest thing on the road. But again, this is not for that sort of crowd. This is for something, and for people that are looking for something that is affordable, reliable. And again, the biggest upgrade to me, especially with Hyundai and their vehicles, is the fact that this now comes with an 8-speed shiftable automatic, and that is a very important thing. One of the things that, especially when it came to the Korean vehicles, was that their transmissions were horrible. Obviously, Hyundai fixed that with implementation of the 8-speed automatic, and that has made a significant difference when it comes to this vehicle. So overall, I think I covered everything I need to about this vehicle. Again, like I said, there is ample space. I love the interior. I love the design exterior. The only con or like I said, this is for me personally, is that it's a little lacking in horsepower. It's only 185, but honestly it felt adequate on the few little pulls that I did. And I think anyone that would personally be looking into a vehicle like this anyway would be more than comfortable with it, because I felt comfortable doing a little overtake here and there. And it just overall, it didn't feel lethargic. The transmission makes a huge difference. It shifted pretty fast, and it's very responsive. So there's no turbo lag, there's no anything. Honestly, like I said, more horsepower is always nice, but at the same time, it's more than enough for the target audience of this vehicle. You know, like your soccer moms and people with kids, and just overall something that you want that sits a little bit higher than a car on the road, so you can see over things and have really good space with a electronically assisted tailgate. Overall, lovely package. And once again, thank you so much to South Bay Hyundai for this opportunity. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you, Frank. And overall, I think I covered everything that I need to with this vehicle. Thank you so much for watching. It's your boy Jeameave from Views from the Heart. See you guys in the next video. Have a blessed day, and I'm out.